Bob George, how you doing, man? Hey, thanks for popping in here today. I appreciate your time a lot. I appreciate your results, dude, and also getting to know you. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. And Bob, he's married to Eva. They're in a second marriage. I know you got a couple kids, you got a rabbit. Those are things I learned about you way back. But the first thing Bob ever said to me was, "I need a formula for a six pack." And I know at 62, which you're now 63, you had had success in the past. And I know that you were struggling with some things regarding some health issues and kind of mortality a little bit, like with blood pressure popping a little bit, kidney stones. I know you'd ripped a bicep or something in your arm, I know. And you're like, man, what the hell, man? How am I going to, like, things are not going the way I planned. How am I going to be when I'm 70? So maybe you could tell some people here, what were some of the things you were struggling with prior to coming into the Fit Death Syndicate program? A little more specifics than what I talked about.
Yeah. Struggling with, like I say, choices in food. Like I believe I told you before, when I first spoke with you, I looked down one day, looked at my stomach, and was going, man, I didn't think a guy could get pregnant. So I thought it was time to just really nip things in the bud, and just wanted to do something to maintain or make sure that I was going to be healthy later on in life. The way that I was going was not really where I wanted to be, so I wanted to make some changes.
And I remember, I think you talked about, you're in Colorado, right?
No, I'm in Texas.
Are you in Texas? Okay.
No, yeah. No, I told you that we went to Colorado on vacation.
You did. You were talking about talking about you were mountain climbing, and you were actually just hiking, and you were feeling like, what the heck, man? You were losing your breath, and you weren't real happy with that. I know that because you're an outdoorsman.
Right. I've always been athletic. I've always enjoyed outdoor sports, golf. I played basketball in high school. I've also enjoyed all sorts of sports. And, then at 62, people make an excuse, well, it's age. Well, no, I think it's all in your mind. And so it was time for me to make some changes.
100%. So what concerns did you have? You came across this on Facebook. I don't even know where it was, but, I'm sure things went through your mind. What were some of the concerns you had prior to really digging in and learning what this program was about?
My concerns are concerns about possibly being ripped off by someone that was just trying to sell me a bill of goods. There's a lot of charlatans out there nowadays that just will say anything just to get your money. And so, just like anything else, there's skepticism. And I wanted to do something, but I wanted someone that knew exactly what they're doing, that could actually help, and that was willing to help.
Awesome. So what people are here to hear are, what were your results? Okay, dude, when you ripped before you came in, and come on, what were the results actually, specifically from the time you came in to the time where we're at right now sitting here?
Well, I think I was fat. Like I said, I look down and, as guys, sometimes we don't see what the wife sees, but I lost 40 pounds in probably about a 4-month period, which to me is amazing. And I do have a six pack now. And, I never thought that could be obtained.
Awesome. So is this something, I guess the more important question is the skepticism around everything sometimes is sustainability. It's like, so, okay, anybody can do something for 4 months, but the key question is where you're sitting in that chair right now, the state you're in as far as physiologically and how your body is. Do you think you can maintain that for the rest of your life?
No, I can. Absolutely, I can. Yeah, it's to me, there's no doubt at all. What I've learned from the program is just invaluable. So yeah, it's going to stay with me for the rest of my life.
Awesome. So, there's a lot of people on here trying to peruse through all these testimonials going, is this part BS too? So what would you say to the person that's like sitting here and it's 2:30 in the morning and they're looking at these testimonials going, what am I getting myself into? What would you say to that person that's trying to evaluate, is this BS? Is it not? What is this thing?
Well, I would say I understand exactly where you're coming from. I was feeling the same way. There's so much BS out in this world. And I just had some sense to trust you guys. And I would say, get off the fence, just do it. Like I say, if you need to talk to me for any reason, you're welcome. I'll be happy to show you the results. If you want to show the before and after pictures, go for it. But it actually works. It's something that, I don't blame someone for being skeptical. Say there's a lot of junk out there on the internet today, but if you're thinking about it, just do it. These guys are legit. They're the real deal. They know what they're talking about. They're not going to give you any BS. It's just, straightforward, real protocols to get results.
I appreciate you saying that. And I know one of the biggest lies I hear people say, and lie is probably a strong term, but I hear people all the time saying, I know what to do. I just need to do it. I just need to have more discipline. I just need to have more accountability. And I say that to that. That is the biggest lie that I hear coming out of people's mouths, because I would say people do not know what to do. Do you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. They don't. I thought I knew what to do, but obviously I didn't. I think it's, how was it? A few years ago, I tried some program. I lost some weight pretty quick, but then in like 2 weeks later, I was right back where I was. So no, I didn't know what I was doing. I could lie to myself, but to me, lying to yourself is just lying to everybody else.
Well, Bobby, it's been great getting to know you, and we appreciate you being in the community. We'll see you in the community because it never goes away, that part of it. So thank you so much for saying yes way back. We loved having you. You showed up. You did great. So, and if anybody has a desire to understand a little bit more about what Bob's talking about, there's a link on here. It's either above me or below me. Feel free to book a call on my calendar, and we can talk a little bit. And so you can kind of reach out and find out if, in fact, we're right for each other before we move on to maybe a next call to see. So we do a shorter call to find out. So appreciate you, Bob, and I'll look forward to seeing you on Iron Sharpens Iron, brother.
All right. Thank you.
See you.
All right. You take care.